Hello and welcome to Wyverns and Weirdos, a D&D podcast set in the world of Fierlor. I am your Dungeon Master, Darby. We have Eddie, Jake, and Laura. We're going to do our plugs quickly. Plugs, announcements, whatever. I have nothing out of the usual at the moment.
As always, you can find me at eCareens or at eCarina pretty much everywhere. If it isn't me, then it isn't me. And also check out our Twitter, which is at Wyverns Weirdos, and our Facebook page, Wyverns and Weirdos.
I have absolutely nothing to give to y'all. Over to you, Laura.
If you've got nothing to give, then why not give Bertie's elixir? Now with like 10 describable flavors. Thanks to everyone who's been supporting the podcast so far and drawing fan art. You're all really rad and I love you. Thank you.
Can you tell me what one of the indescribable flavors are? That's a joke.
It's kind of like
it's indescribable.
The mystery that you feel when you're about to start a podcast.
Ooh.
That's the closest I can describe it to you.
Buy your local stores.
Yes.
Also, I tell a lie, it's probably getting close enough. Just looking, I actually went through before this week's session and projected where all our recording sessions would fall with the release schedule.
Yay!
And it's getting a bit close to when our... This might get cut if she... but it's getting close to when our lovely artist, Zoe, her play that she wrote, will be premiering very, very soon. It's got, I'm sure, a wonderful cast at this point. I will have some sort of say in it because I'm MDing and composing it as we speak.
This is many months in the future for us, but very current for
Good luck
lovely
to Zoe and
it's
crew.
on, it's on in something like a month. I'm not quite sure of the dates at the moment, but...
Darby, edit in your voice saying the name of the play and the dates and everything.
Well, the name of the play is Messages, and the dates are the and the of November.
Excellent. Good luck, guys.
All right. Yes, and...
we love you, Zoe. Good luck with your play.
Without further ado, let's jump right on in. And welcome back to another episode of Wyverns and Weirdos.
Many of us are eating right now.
It's all right. It's the laid back RP episode.
Welcome, dear listeners, to the ASMR version of Wyverns and Weirdos. We'll just be eating in the mic for the next 40 to 50 minutes.
Considering the episode you would have heard last week, which for us was about 20 minutes ago, it's probably surprising that we're eating right now.
Yeah, it's true. At least it's not mayonnaise.
How's your mayonnaise coffee, Jay?
I actually asked Darby if he had mayonnaise, but as a joke. But like, I'm a fan of mayonnaise, but I couldn't eat it by itself, and I probably would not put it in any kind of broth.
That makes me
You
very
say that.
suspicious. You have to say that.
Well, to be honest, I've never eaten rabbit, so I'm not sure how it would taste with mayonnaise. But anything like chicken and mayonnaise, match made in heaven.
Just not in a soup, probably.
Like chicken, lettuce, mayonnaise sandwich. Delicious.
And then you put the chicken lettuce mayonnaise sandwich
Into
in a broth.
Yeah.
Incredible.
And then you got to wait for the...
We need to move on.
Yeah.
I've got another mayonnaise.
I just-
Please, I don't want to hear about
We
mayonnaise.
last left off, we had more RP focused trip down the river.
It was our filler episode.
But the party made it to Durham, the capital of Arkaza, and with that, where Neumann docked the boat, is where we left off. So let's get started.
Making a podcast.
That's fine. So it's a late night, laid back edition, like Darby said. It's fine.
Excellent. Great. Oh, I am so glad.
Before we skedaddle and get out of here,
Am I interrupting Fierlor?
I did a little bit of a look through the bag of holding, and there's a lot of gold and platinum in here, which I don't think I've split up with you guys.
Yes, I think you're right.
To introduce us out of the theme song first, or
No, that
he
is
just
clipped.
did
That's clipped
Okay.
from the start of the
Oh,
episode
cool.
for both episodes.
Cool.
So
I was just very concerned when we went straight into it. I'm like, okay.
I actually got you to help me with this. You were scooping this gold and
Yes,
platinum in from the tower.
Yeah, we
where-
didn't split it, so I think we should definitely do that.
Yeah, so I'm not too good at counting money, but
I definitely
just
am.
at a quick glance, I think I can tell that we've got 3,200 gold and 405 platinum pieces. Rough, give or take, you know.
Oh, yeah. I know what
So,
you mean. Yeah, it looks like that at a glance, too.
Funnily enough, as far as my maths go, that is not easily divisible by 3. Thank you very much, Darby. This is not Neumann anymore.
I mean, there's also Tanip.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, there's also Tanip.
So it's
Says Bertie very
3,200 gold.
unenthusiastically.
So that's 800 gold each, including Tanip.
All right.
Yeah, well, if that's what you want to do.
And then
Still a lot of gold at this level. All right.
But you know.
This isn't Pathfinder.
nearly died so many times.
No, like Tanip needs better gear.
No, you're right.
She
It's an
deserves the
investment. It's an
payout.
investment. Fine. So how much
Just
should we
imagine
get
that in Anya's voice, because Anya would have been making the same
yeah.
argument.
Newman doesn't say this, but I'm like, just the way you say it's like, fine, I'll let my slave get clothes. Like,
I just like to clarify. I'm assuming that like they're talking to like as an aside. He's not standing right in front of Tanit being like, "Oh, okay, I guess she
Yeah.
can have money."
Oh yeah, it would have been to an aside.
But yeah,
And then
so how much was
silver
that actually?
pieces were so it's 800 each.
800. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just doing
800 gold each.
the math. And then the silver, someone's gonna have to get an extra
Was it silver or
It was
platinum?
platinum.
platinum, was
it's
it?
405 platinum and 3,200
shit.
gold.
So it'd be 101 platinum each, with 1 platinum piece left over, which can be divided 4 ways into
what's platinum?
effectively 25 copper.
Platinum is 10 gold.
10 gold.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, because I just keep it all in gold because
Do we want to do that? Divide
Yeah, I'm happy, like,
so
yeah.
25 copper each as well.
25 pop? Yep. And how much was the platinum, sorry?
101 platinum
101 platinum and
and
25
So that's times
copper.
10.
copper.
Cool.
Make sure you note this on
Oh,
Tanit's
tasty.
character sheet too.
Okay. Nice. There's a lot of good gold here, which I'm liking a lot.
Alright, I'm feeling a lot more confident staying at a fancy place right now.
Me too. But also, should we find cigar first?
I think
I feel like that is our priority, considering we still don't know what happened
Yeah.
at
Well, I
who knows?
guess.
Who knows? Who
Wild
knows?
Shade.
They might have a fancy place that we could stay in for free.
Well, if you're looking to go to a fancy place, you're basically either way go. Whether you're looking for your accommodation first or the Tower of the Convocation, either way you're going into the central.
Oh, it's the same kind of area.
Yeah, excellent.
Yeah,
Let's just do both.
because those 2 wards, the Arcane Center and the High Wall, are both within that center.
Excellent.
Right, so Newman is going to be like, he's going to be wary of stuff going around. He's not just going to like enjoy the sights as he usually would. Like this is
It's-
sort of like a business
Yeah.
thing at the moment. So
Is the Arcane Center the one to the south?
It is.
Or
So
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
the Arcane Center is makes up the majority of the central wall.
Yeah, so the one
other
to the
than-
north, which for us is like
Yeah.
a mauvey pink colour.
So most of this central wall is taken up. Most of the insides of the central wall is taken up by the Arcane Center, other than a relatively small, but still reasonably expansive section to the southeast, known as High Wall. So High Wall, it would be where you would have your more luxurious taverns. Also has more luxurious stores as well. Although some of them are very
Hoity-toity.
very nose in the air about their clientele.
Yeah.
The Arcane Center itself is built on basically the most magically potent area of the city, and in fact the nation. Some might even say the continent. And it contains the homes of the most wealthy of the city, including the Empress, as well as the towers of many prestigious mages, and including the Tower of the Convocation. Most of the Convocation heads have their own individual towers here, on top of their own towers in their home cities. And there are a lot of magical stores that are a bit more exotic than you would find elsewhere.
So it's like a central hub for magic, essentially.
And the city's two major universities are there as well. The Grand College of the Arcane and the Divine Academy.
Excellent. Cool stuff.
Well, we had...
You basically read this on the back of Bertie's map pamphlet.
Yeah.
Do all the towers have like you said, usually most of the heads have their own towers in here. Is there much difference to them? Like, is there, like, if you look at a tower, can you go, oh yeah, that's his name's tower?
Can pick out...
Would they have like sigils or something flying of their
So the
convocations, I guess?
The key convocation towers, because these towers are towers of the title rather than towers of the individual mage, they are designed very much with the mage's title in mind. Most of them look fairly ancient. So from like the very warded looking Tower of the Abjura, to like you notice there's the Tower of the Diviner is very clearly meant for that because of the massive telescope jutting out the top of it.
Protruding.
And generally there's symbology and there's craftwork that indicates the special
brickwork that's been carved with like logos, and I can imagine they're probably flying banners or something too.
There is of these positional towers. There is one that looks to have the stature of a positional tower, but it looks a lot more modern. And there's a lot of mechanical contraptions built into the structure as well. Asking around it, you find that is the tower of currently the tower of Master Vassalor Yinmia, elven gunsmith.
Guns.
Newman's little ears prick up.
famous for formulating blast powder.
Famous for inventing the gun.
Not so much inventing the gun, but creating a more alchemical, more easily accessible.
For making guns more dangerous.
Not necessarily more dangerous. And he does like. If you talk to people in his circles, like it becomes more and more evident that like he is working to make blast powder as safe as it can possibly be.
Yeah.
But it's not quite up, like it's
pretty
not quite as
volatile.
safe as properly gathered gunpowder yet. But it's a lot more accessible for people who. It's still pretty inaccessible to the average person, but it's more accessible than gunpowder.
An entrepreneur, I like that.
And it takes enchantment a bit more easily than gunpowder does.
Yeah, it's easier to incorporate
I like that.
Yeah.
magical means. Yeah. Yeah, so we'll head to the tower. The tower that we're meant to be going to.
Yeah.
That wasn't very specific considering how many towers are in this goddamn
The convocation
It's
tower.
almost like it's the city of mages.
city. Maybe.
It's like while these guys are, I assume, striding ahead, probably with Bertie's map. Bertie's just like looking around. He's really taking in the sights. He's enjoying himself.
Yeah.
Treading the streets back again.
Yeah, you're
he
doing
might
it.
wave at someone he might have had a chat with last time he was here. I don't know how long ago that was, but probably not a very long time. So yeah.
There's a few people who kind of wave in recognition.
Yeah, he's having a good time.
Are we able to confirm the tower, like when we come closer to it, confirm that it's definitely the right tower because Montgomery is
Well, I hope Montgomery's there.
outside with the cart?
Hopefully he's safely
The
with
donkey.
wherever Cigar is.
So are you trying to find Cigar's tower or the
Cigars.
convocation? Okay.
No, hold on.
He told us to meet him at
He
the
said the
convocation.
convocation.
Yeah,
So we
No, we're finding the
that's where we're going.
Okay.
I suppose Montgomery would be at Cigars.
I hope he's there.
All right. So you manage to find the convocations tower that has elements of all the different specialties.
And here it is, guys.
make a good tour
And
guide.
you notice, it does seem to be open for the day. Not many people seem to be gathered around. As far as you can gather, it's not something that people just generally walk in on a whim for.
Not a tourist destination.
No.
Yeah.
Is there like a front reception desk or something?
Is there an information booth somewhere?
So you enter and you find yourself in a room that seems to be impossibly large for the size of the tower in the street.
Yeah.
But it's all like it's also this.
Now this tower, Darby, is it blue in colour and shaped like a phone box?
It's no. The tower looks like a mostly standard mage tower with indicators of all the different specialities, but the inside, just simply walking in, is like a void of white. Larger than the structure of the building
Yeah.
surrounding it.
Would Neumann have any idea of like what the hell?
Roll me an Arcana check.
Sure. Most certainly. Yeah, I think he might. That is a 15.
All right, you've heard of certain conjuration magics that work on either creating or giving access to extra dimensional spaces. Beyond that, you're not too up on it. It's not really a specialty of yours, but you've heard of this kind of thing.
I think that maybe the solution is magic.
It is. I do practice a little bit of magic, and I can say with absolute certainty that this here is magic.
I would agree. It's very impressive in here. I've never stepped foot inside myself before, but boy, there's a lot of white here.
Yeah, a little bit too much white, if you ask
Very,
me.
very sterile. Not the kind of pizzazz I tend to be drawn to, but it's very impressive.
So it's a void of white. Obviously, it's
Yes.
very easy to see if someone or something else was in here.
There is
there
currently no one else in here with you.
Oh.
There is one feature besides the 5 of you, including
Havren.
Afrin in that number, and that is the archway that you entered from. And looking
So
through the
no
archway,
doors
you can
or
see the
anything?
street. No.
So it's just like a white void.
Yeah.
Do we wait
Hello?
here? Or? Yeah.
A moment passes. Another moment passes. Suddenly, a figure materializes out of a glowing purple portal, stepping out. This figure is a female elven figure, very very calm in her demeanor. She's getting on in years, even for an elf, so she's probably
Like close to 1,000
Yeah,
in elf years.
Oh boy.
yeah. You must be those that Cigar spoke of.
Hey, you've heard of us.
Well, I can't imagine that there are many groups such as yours.
Is Cigar here? Is he okay?
He is fine. He is a little shaken from the past few days.
What has happened?
Really?
I think it is better that Cigar tell you himself,
Yeah.
having been there at the time.
Right. Well, where
Well,
where
that is
he?
why we are here, I suppose.
Right. Come with me. And the purple portal opens up again, and you can see through the portal there is a room, almost like an infinite library, and through it you can see, you can vaguely make out the shape of Cigar, furiously, like not angrily, but like
Yeah. Studiously.
vigorously,
Yeah.
flipping through books. After you.
I mean, you did say for us to follow you, but I suppose I will go. She
Figure of
enters.
speech.
Please pay her no mind.
Neumann will wouldn't say calmly walks, but briskly walks over to Cigar. He's like, Cigar! Hello, you all right?
You're here.
Yes.
Good.
You
Alright.
look like you are in dire need of a cup of chamomile. our friend.
Neumann keeps on getting closer to him and with arms outstretched.
Hoping for a hug.
And he keeps on getting closer and he gives him a hug. You get a hug from him. I missed you.
Did you deal with the wizards?
Yes, we
Well,
haven't.
In a way, yes.
We did not deal with them, but they were dealt with.
What exactly happened?
Neumann, the head?
He pulls the head out of the bag of holding.
A beholder happened.
And we killed the beholder, but the beholder got them. So
Yeah. I assumed you did not need the heads of all of them. We just bought the head of this guy.
No. You survived a beholder.
I mean, yes, we were very good.
I-
We killed the beholder. It was in a very
Yeah,
good
I did-
condition.
I did
when we
drink-
found it, we are
Roll me
very
a
good
deception.
adventurers.
yeah, I did have to drink a potion of speed as well. It was quite the fight, but yeah, we got him.
13 deception.
We definitely got him.
Yeah.
It's not a great deception roll, but she wasn't exactly being great about
We're
it. anyway.
surprised too.
We fought a dragon. Also,
A black dragon with the help of Aurora.
I mean, this wasn't in the tower, but if it helps buff up how good we are,
How is she?
great.
We
had some
We
of the
helped her.
scales
She's doing
as well.
better now, yeah.
Yeah, good times.
She has shed recently, which is nice, I guess.
And we also caught up with Athena. She's doing well as well. So,
Love her.
Yeah.
Where is she? Is she here?
I suspect she probably won't be here for another couple of days.
Okay.
I accelerated my arrival due to mitigating circumstances.
Yeah, what was that
Yes,
about?
please tell
Sorry
us.
about like the winky faces. I kind of realized in hindsight that was probably inappropriate to the situation.
That's a little weird.
Especially considering that in this situation you are our boss, I guess.
do you happen to have the tea or?
I have tea facilities in my personal tower here.
That's fine. It's low priority. Low priority.
Yes.
This
We'll get
poor
to that
guy,
later.
he's like trying to like be like, okay, guys, I've got something important. We're just like,
okay.
have you got tea?
We
fought
did,
a dragon.
No. We specifically
We fought a dragon, we
No,
want tea.
We specifically
I know,
said
we
in the
did.
message the scroll
Yeah,
sending have
I know.
tea ready.
He
Check no
does. He
bases.
has the mother freaking tea to spill
Yeah.
right now about
yes.
Wild Shade.
Yeah.
Yes, but no mayonnaise
Love
involved, please.
That's a long dead meme by the time you guys are listening to this. So
I think
Yeah.
it's dead
Won't
by
even-
the time.
I
that
mean, it's
you're-
dead now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please continue, I beg you.
Catch me in November.
You
Still
mentioned
referencing
a
it.
murder.
Oh,
We
yeah.
tried to investigate that, but
Yes.
Quite unsuccessfully.
As it happens, the murder was of Lord Osmar Wildtamer.
Oh no!
Do I know or
is that?
care who that
Yeah.
is, being not of locale?
what Lord
You would not know.
Yeah.
So Osmar was one of the lords of Wildshade. The Wild Tamers are one of the oldest noble families of the city, and not that I have a position as a member of the convocation, though I do have a position as a private individual. The head of the Wild Tamer House effectively holds a very important position in the upcoming bid for unification of Erethord.
Okay.
the one who is now deceased.
Yes.
Yes.
Well,
So-
that family in general. Now, Osmar, while he was undecided, he was seeming to be erring towards the side of unification of late. And then he was killed. It turns out he was killed by an assassin
Well, that is not good.
at
They
the
tend to do that.
at the behest of a young lady named Desdemona.
Well,
Wildtamer.
this assassin was not very good at their job, as if I was the assassin, I would not give up who my source was, who was paying me.
It has
so-
not been revealed. It has become obvious by once Osmar was taken care of, the rest, several members of the Wild Tamer family slowly were murdered, one by one, until, as it so happens, a lady Desdemona Wild Tamer
Was the last one standing?
was the last. Well, there are other more obscure descendants in the Wild Tamer line,
But none that hold claim.
but none that hold a claim as strong as Desdemona's. Now, normally, such a thing wouldn't be a problem, except for Desdemona is not entirely human.
Oh?
She's not entirely of this plane, in fact.
Okay.
Oh.
She is what is known as a Cambion.
Do I know what that is?
Roll me a religion check. Everyone can roll me a religion check. Anya, you can do it with advantage.
Oh, nice. Good, because that was not a good roll.
Crap, I gotta do that.
So 16 for Bertie.
Thank you for the advantage. I have a nat 20.
All right.
Oh, nice.
So, a cambion is the result of direct breeding between a fiendish being and a mortal.
Oh, yeah.
So while tieflings occur when that
Their descendants,
when the fiendish bloodline is a little more diluted, a cambion can call basically a fiend their progenitor, as well as a human. Typically, some other races as well, but humans are the most common. Not only is she a cambion, she is a particularly
Evil?
yes,
Difficult?
but she's a particularly fanatical one.
Yeah, so evil.
Yes,
Well, I mean,
but
alignments are a matter of perspective, really. I'm guessing it's not a good perspective in
I
this case,
find,
though.
in my experience, that most fanatics, no matter what side morality they fall onto, are usually evil.
Well, I mean, you know, no one's truly unreasonable. Although I'm guessing this
but
is a
once
good
you fall on
sign.
the side of fanatic, it can be hard to argue against. I mean, look at Archer. He's who I would call
He's
a
that
fanatic.
crazy guy who stole your flute and you went crazy.
Oh, that guy, yeah.
Yeah.
He was pretty dashing, though, I remember. He did roll very high.
I liked his accent.
That's all I remember, yeah.
I really liked his accent.
Yeah, what a great guy.
I don't think he's a good guy. I don't know about you, but I wasn't getting good guy vibes.
Not really. Cigar, sorry. Please continue.
what makes matters even worse is that she has begun she has empowered a cult to Glacier, one of the archdevils of the Nine Hells, and is seeking to bleed the Nine Hells into the prime material with Wild Shade being ground zero.
Okay.
No, that's not good. No.
Doesn't sound great. Not good for business. So very bad.
That is why I have been poring over these books, trying to find what ritual, to the best guess based on my knowledge, she has been planning on using so that I can work out how best to interrupt it.
Oh, yes, that is the highest priority. I mean, we have friends in Wild Shade. Rook might still be there. We need to...
Yeah, true.
Fix
Yeah.
What's more, all signs seem to point to said ritual having a connection to the breach between years.
Okay.
As in, it will
The
reach
shifting
its
of
climax
ages.
at
Yeah?
midnight between the 31st of Simmerid and the 1st of Solazar.
That's not far off.
Just
That
on a
is bad.
player level, Darby, you fed it to us. You're like, it's coming up to New Year's.
Yeah.
Here's the date. And all three of us just didn't pick up what you put down.
All three of us are like, yeah, party time.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
It's time
We're
to
like,
get
party
crunk.
time,
Yeah.
ready for New Year's.
Well, I guess,
And you're like, here's this big thing
I did
happening
ask.
at the changeover of years.
I did-
And we're like, oh, what?
I mean, it would have been the
sorry, huh?
You show like I did ask like what is like the best place to go? Which town is the best to party at? And if the
Wild
towns do
Shade,
something
apparently.
special,
Party
you should
in
have
Wild
said like,
Shade,
oh,
raise
I
hell.
think Wild Shade's got something coming up.
Yeah.
Hey,
Wild Shade's pretty lit that time.
Yeah. So are you the only one who knows? Or is
the
the
rest-
council been
The rest
notified?
of the council know.
Is the world freaking out? I feel like we've been in a bit of isolation in this situation.
Well, not much of it has gotten outside of Wild Shade other than myself. The rest of the convocation I and the rest of the convocation are agreeing that for the sake of morale and to avoid panic across Arkaza, that we should, for the time being, avoid letting the news go further afield.
Oh yes, panic causes people to do very strange and awful things.
It's true.
Now, what worries me is that...
Everything? Literally this entire situation? Because that is what is worrying me. Yes.
Literally everything in this
Yes.
situation. Because I have no idea how far things have gotten since I was last in Wildshade, because I haven't been in Wildshade since we had our message 4 days ago, or 5 days ago at this point.
Yeah.
Is there no measure to scry?
I am not very good at that kind of thing.
I just assumed that someone in this tower might be good at it.
Yes,
It's
one
a
note.
little
You are
beyond
in
my
a wizard.
capabilities as more of an
tower.
alchemist, and unfortunately, Alizera is still. She was not able to accelerate her arrival due to other issues. But that's neither here nor there. For the sake of Wildshade.
Okay.
So what should we do? What do you need us to do to help?
You may be more suited to infiltration than myself or any of my compatriots in the convocation.
Oh. Okay. I mean, we're pretty good, but
I don't know.
Than
I mean,
most.
is it really that says a lot about your group.
No.
rather than us.
Newman
Yeah.
feels great after he says that.
I mean, we are not very subtle people, but I
we're-
suppose neither are you.
Neither are a bunch of archmages.
Yes, that is why I said I suppose neither are you.
Yeah.
Nacelle and Alpip might be able to do things, but they are also otherwise engaged.
I think that at the very least we can easily fake our own stupidity and ignorance of whatever situation is going in, and that is great for infiltration. Trust me, it's very good.
We are good at that. That is true.
Yes, faking our stupidity. We are very good at faking our stupidity.
You guys sound very stupid.
As it is, I have spoken to the rest of the convocation, and they have agreed to my. They have agreed that the additional magic item each would be appropriate payment. So.
Oh yeah, payment. Yeah.
do we
yeah,
get
I
a
like
pick
this.
or what?
Yes. Now, if you have any specific requests, feel free to ask. But also, Fierlor, can I get the I guess it's a catalog. The list of what we've got that might be appropriate as payment.
Hang on, before even looking at it, do you know of anything, right? Because I wanted a lucky rabbit's foot.
Oh
Do you have anything that? Do you have? Is there such thing as a magical rabbit's foot, or something that could be lucky, or some sort?
I mean, the enchantment has been placed on rabbit's feet in the past, but it's considered crude to do so now. There is a luckstone, is a rather popular arcane.
You
device?
You guys thought I wasn't doing anything with that rabbit's foot, but I was.
You're
the long game. The long game.
All right, yeah, I'm very interested in that. Do you have it?
I believe we have some luckstones.
All right, I'll take one of your finest luckstones.
All right, write that down, Fierlor, of course.
Make sure to write finest.
Bertolt.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah. So he's like flipping through one of his little ledger books. He's like, yeah, I like pasta, but a really overpriced version of this with a really rude seller, actually back in Wildshade. And I'd really love one as a reward for all my hard work for free. I believe it was called the periaptive wound closure. But she was a really horrible person, so I couldn't take it from her.
I believe we've got one of those.
Oh,
And
excellent!
if
Why,
not, it should
thank
be
you.
Easily procured.
Fantastic! It'll really do wonders.
All right. Anya Tanit.
Tanip, you first.
Oh, Tanip gets a prize. Okay, well, good for you, Tanip.
Maybe another one of those jars.
Oh no!
I have noticed that I tend to very quickly use up my magical reserves, so anything that can help there. Ah, yes, a pearl of power sounds like it would do the trick for you. Yes. A pearl of power, make that a mark for you,
Pop for short.
Pop.
All right. And Anya, have you made your decision?
I just need 2 seconds.
Oh
sorry.
boy, I was kind of really looking forward to kicking back and relaxing. Now we've got this whole doom and gloom end of the world thing happening. Jeez.
But that's all right. Speaking of which, though, Cigar, you mentioned that you had some tea in your own tower. Do you have room for a couple of weary adventurers to stay in your tower, or should we find...
I unfortunately do not.
That's all right. Is our... what was your donkey's name again, sorry?
Yeah, do you have Montgomery? Where is my horse? Where is my mule and cart?
Oh,
did you
no.
leave it in... Please tell me you did not leave it in Wildshade.
I must apologize in part.
Oh
Sorry
my
for-
goodness.
I was able to bring Montgomery.
Oh, thank goodness.
The cart,
The cart.
however, was a bit large
Hang
to
on. Oh no.
get into my home.
We have to get back to,
To get
Wild
through to
Shade
the
now. We have to
teleportation
get back to
circle.
Wild Shade.
However, I did bring
Are
the
you
belongings
crying?
within the cart, and
Oh,
I took
great.
the liberty of getting you a replacement.
A replacement. Oh, thank you. Oh, that's wonderful. What a great day we're having.
It's the rug.
Are you in tears, Neumann?
The rug is okay.
Oh, thank God.
He said I got the belongings out of the cart.
We will
Yes,
get you
but-
a new rug.
Oh.
It is fine.
The rug's there.
To
It's
most
fine.
people, I don't think most people would consider a rug
It
a
has
prized
very
belonging,
deep
so
sentimental
I just
value,
needed to
I
confirm
guess.
it has me and that rug have gone through quite a bit. We've gotten pretty much as close as a cat and a rug can get.
I don't think I want to know.
I have given it some
don't.
thought, and I think that perhaps I will take a robe of useful items.
It was a breathtaking experience.
Excellent,
I like that.
an excellent choice. All right. Excellent. So we should be able to make sure we have those for you all by the morning.
Excellent. I look forward to it.
Until then, do we have, I guess, free time?
Yes, as it is, yes, feel free to explore the city, prepare for what is to come.
We don't particularly know too much about what we're doing other than infiltration. Will we be coming back to talk to you later today or tomorrow?
Yes, seek me out in the morning.
All right.
Sounds like
Wonderful.
a plan.
I will be in my local tower, the alchemist's tower.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. But for now, I will continue my research.
Yeah. Don't work too hard, boy. That's fun. The end of the world.
Yeah, well, best of luck. We'll be back.
Great.
See you in the morrow.
We will see you then, Cigar. Try to have some tea and some rest. Sometimes a break is all that is needed to clear a head.
Of course.
Speaking of head, did we get rid of this head now? I feel like it's done its...
Anya would have just left it on the table.
It's just
As soon as
there.
it's been pulled out, it's his problem
It's
now.
helping Cigar with his studying now.
We can help him.
Yeah, it's a mascot for him now.
So, what do you want to do?
Anya wants to sell some scales.
Yeah.
Yes. And should we also go check on Montgomery as well?
Yes, yeah, I want to check out Montgomery first. And then, I want to go and sell some stuff. Like, go to a general magical goods store.
Dude, I got so much money. I've got so many things to sell.
All right. So you managed to. So Cigar let you know of like the common stables that he had Montgomery in, and he would have also mentioned that, but I forgot to in the moment.
Yeah.
But he would have also mentioned that that your belongings were all safe at his tower.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Like the belongings you left in the cart were all safe at his tower.
But the new cart would be Montgomery.
He didn't mention the location of the new cart.
Oh, okay. That's a
For
little
him to know and us to find out.
Yes. All right. I check on Montgomery as I assume he's on the way.
Yeah. He seems fine.
Oh, how you doing, boy? You going good? You've been through some tough times. You're looking very good. Fur's looking great. You're looking great. Who's looking great? Good boy. I pat him.
Do donkeys eat fish? This is a check.
No.
What do you think?
I don't think
Donkeys
so.
are herbivores. You freak.
That's all he has. He wants to feed. Is there hay
So,
around?
yes,
Yeah.
it's a stable.
He feeds Montgomery.
Me personally, as a player, now has an end game goal in mind, which is to have somehow Awaken casted on Montgomery. Thank you.
Excellent.
And what's that scene in Trek? It's like, you might have seen a donkey talk, but have you seen a donkey fly?
You may have seen a flying donkey, maybe even a talking donkey, but you ain't never seen a donkey. No, you may have seen a housefly, maybe even a superfly, but you ain't never seen a donkey fly.
Yeah, that's him.
This guy Shreks.
Oh, that's great. Excellent. It's good to see him looking so well, Montgomery.
We all pat Montgomery.
Yeah, we pat him. Then we continue on our way, I assume.
Then leave.
All right. So, yeah, a mule is low enough intelligence. It can have Awaken cast on it.
Hell yeah.
Nice. I'm also
yeah.
assuming like Montgomery looks like a normal like a normal little mule, but like Bertie is like just dyed the tip of like his tail pink or something, just for the brand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
So, what are you doing?
Well, Bertie's gonna go to like a magical goods store. I assume that's where everyone's going because I'm assuming that's where we can sell scales, like dragon
Yeah,
scales.
wherever we can deduce would be the best place to sell all of these scales.
Yeah, like I'm assuming Bertie might know some places because he's been here before
Yeah.
and he's a salesman.
Yeah.
He
so
sells crap.
probably the most successful well-known magic store in Durham, or at least one of.
Yeah.
Is a place known as known as Meadows Marvels.
Meadows
Run by
Marbles.
one Braxton Meadows.
Braxton Meadows. I'm going there. Braxton, my old friend.
So that is found within the Promenade of Plenty, which is
Sounds like my kind of place.
within the second wall towards the towards the south the southeast.
Oh, excellent.
Bertolt!
Anya comes as well.
Been a long time, and
Braxton!
new friends.
Oh, well, traveling companions.
Yes, we are his friends.
Yeah.
Friends, aren't we, Bertie? We're friends.
Yeah, of course we are. Braxton, it's so good to see you again. I've got some little extra exciting trinkets here. And
Yes.
I think my friends have got some things to show as well.
Oh, excellent. What have you got for me?
Well. Okay, let's see. I've got some black dragon scales, some gold wormling scales, and I've got this really lovely gem here as well.
And if you have a look at the wormling scales, they were given to
shed,
us.
freshly
we didn't
shed.
take
A
those.
gift from a friend.
Please
So,
don't make it sound
very-
suspicious when it isn't
Very
suspicious.
valuable.
By the way, he's a 9.
Oh yeah, yeah, we go way back.
Checks out. Let me have a look at the quality of these scales.
Absolutely.
No, I just wrote like we had a bag of 100.
So there's
Yeah. I
mean,
100 gold scales, and we should have
Which
about
is the-
2 kilograms of the other scales. each.
1 pound of black dragon scales.
Yeah.
2.2 kilos
Yeah.
each, pretty much. It looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it each with the black dragon?
It
I
was-
have it written down.
I
as-
didn't write any in my inventory, so I'm assuming I can't quite remember what I was doing, but maybe I was doing something else at the time.
I'm
So
assuming it was
I don't
each.
have any, but you guys might.
Because you've got it written down as well.
Yeah,
It might
because you
have
said
been
there were a
that
heap, and
each
we
of
put
you,
them all in
because
there.
you both went to harvest it, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
what I was
think that
doing,
might be
but,
why. Yeah.
I don't remember harvesting any.
Yeah.
Well, if it's not on your character sheet,
We'll
you don't
edit
have
it.
to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent.
All right. So he inspects the gold ones. These are flawless.
But he was going to say fake.
Yeah.
I was about to go, you what?
when he's like starting with the Anya reaches for a dagger, and when he goes flawless, she is.
We
I can
shopkeep.
I can have these
Please don't.
fashioned into a quite wonderful magical.
They're
items.
amazing, aren't they? Like Bertie's like really chill here. He's like leaning way against the counter.
I have a question for you, sir.
Oh
Yes.
no.
Could you make dragon scale armor out of this for perhaps
Goodness, that was a normal question.
a bird?
For a bird, very easily. As far as the amount, I don't know if I could guarantee that it would necessarily still be the greatest for aerodynamics.
Is there a
But-
way that you could, even if it was just like breastplate to protect?
I could speak to my my armorer that I work with. You could leave the project with me, and I could get back to you.
If there's anything you don't need, I'm sure Braxton will do his best to
Yes.
to get you the finest quality possible. Am I right, Braxton?
Yes. If I don't have it, I've got the contacts to craft
That's
it.
it.
Yes, well, that is a project that I would appreciate.
All right. Would that be of the gold scales?
Yes, the gold
All
scale.
right. So these gold scales.
Yeah, the bird likes gold a lot, apparently.
I have-
Isn't that relatable?
Aren't you worried the Hafren's going to be distracted by himself?
Saffron will love it. It will be fine.
Weighing these up. So the gold scales. You each have a pouch of them, do you?
Yes,
We do.
we each have about 100.
All right. I could
Of the
probably
scales.
do for the gold scales. I could probably do you 800 each pouch.
Excellent.
Now,
Yeah, sure.
Now,
Now-
my 100 scales would be mainly towards the armor
now
and
you
whatever is
do
left.
remember that, like,
Yeah, it's worth about 1,000.
yeah, it's worth
Yeah.
about 1,000 because each scale in that condition is worth about a platinum piece.
Is this something that Aurora told us, or is this something?
No,
I think it's Bertie
something that
because
Bertie would know.
He's
as
appraisal. He's like, well, Braxton, just between you and me, can we talk shop just to the side, just for a moment, guys?
Oh, of course.
My portion.
Anya can lip read, so is lip
Yeah.
reading.
For my portion, I'm figuring that at about probably about 1,000 gold for the amount that I have. Would you be able to sweeten the deal a little bit just for me? Because we're such good friends.
Would your friends not notice?
Well, let's just say, how about you give me that? I'll come back later. What do I say? What do we say?
Now, Bertie, you always were the slick one, weren't you?
Well, it comes with the business.
I'm an honest businessman, Bertie.
So am I. That's why I want an honest price. Just a little bit closer to,
I'm not in the business of cheating my friends.
Oh, of course not.
We're his friends.
You don't.
I know, but me as a player is like, they're his friends.
That's not necessarily him saying that you're his friend.
Yeah, that's him being
It's saying it's
sneaky.
like this. You're cheating your friends. I would never do such a thing.
Well, they're not my friends. I wouldn't say friends. Very, it's a sketchy thing.
How much do you think these scales are worth?
I think the portion I have will be worth about 1,000 gold.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll do you all 900 each.
900 each. Oh, well, for them as well?
The outrage.
Okay, well, you're a very fair man, Braxton. I can't deny that.
All right.
No. Oh, guess what? We just worked out a great price, guys. Braxton, you're so kind.
Yes. So, yes, if you would like some of that taken off for use for scale, Dragonscale Alma, I could probably dock. I could probably. What would I do? Let me see. How difficult does Dragonscale, and in that tiny a form, it can be a little difficult. It would probably cost me the full 900 in order to get it crafted, unfortunately.
How about this? How about you craft the armor? You craft the armor incorporating some form of strong silken weave so that it still has maneuverability. And I will let you use the full amount of the gold, but you will give them each the amount that they need, the amount that they are worth.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Oh yeah, because she was lip reading. Yeah.
I don't know. 900 sounds pretty good to me. That was 100 more than.
Bertie's
before.
just like looking speechless at Anya, like, why would you do that?
That's a 12. Because she rolled really badly, but she has a really high persuasion.
Bertie's also sweating petals a lot now.
I've got a hair in my mouth. Sure, they may be worth a little more than I am offering, but that is simply business.
Oh, yes, that is business, and we are in a large city, and we can take our business elsewhere, I am sure.
Well,
The other thing is, unfortunately, I have to make a profit after all. And I do have to work with other craftsmen. I am an enchanter myself. I am not quite as much a crafter.
900
I
is...
am not an armor smith.
It's very
I'm not a
reasonable.
weaver.
900's great. Braxton is a fantastic businessman, aren't you, Braxton?
Oh, of course. However, if you would be interested in doing a favor of sorts for me, then I would be more than happy to offer a significant discount on such a commission.
What sort of favor?
Well, I would have to have a look at what I need doing, but and what might be worth
owe
said
you a
discount.
favor.
But I'll tell you what, I can purchase the scales off you now and for 900 gold, and I will put them aside for, let's say, 3 months. And if after those 3 months you have not returned to speak to me about them, I will place them into whatever device or object I see making a profit. However, if you return before those 3 months, then we might be able to talk a discounted price on said bird armor.
Oh, no, just make the armor for me. Like, I don't mind. Use the whole amount. I just wanted them to get the price that they needed.
I feel like we might be on similar but slightly different chains of thought here.
Oh, yes, I feel that way in nearly every conversation I have in this country. But, how about this? You give them each 950 for their share. And I will owe you one favor and sell you my bow also. Now, this isn't the longbow of warning. This is just the regular
old bow.
longbow.
And I myself am sort of wanting to do some shopping and see some other stuff you've got here, because you said you're doing enchanting and I'm pretty interested
Yes,
in that,
we are going to be spending money in your store, and we have more scales to sell you also.
You insult me with this bow? This mundane thing?
But this bow has seen many adventure. It has slain dragons. It has, and she's gonna be real fucking heartily trying to sell this bow in a persuasion, just by
Persuasion with
recounting,
disadvantage.
recounting their adventures. We have done this, and this bow got me out of many situations.
Oh, I shouldn't have let these people
13.
follow me. Oh boy. Sorry about this,
13 is
Braxton.
the low.
It's all right, Bertie. I enjoy the occasional more challenging customer.
Me too.
I will say I admire your passion for this bow. As it is of no use or worth to me. However, if you would like to commission an enchantment onto it,
Oh, no, not at all. You can have it for free. Give them the 900 and make the bird armor. You have driven a hard bargain, but I appreciate it. This has been
all right.
entertaining at the very least.
So you two get 900 gold.
Excellent.
You
Full amount bird armor.
You get the obligation of a task,
Yeah.
Yes, you owe him now.
and
No, I
potential
don't
bird
owe him.
armor.
Well.
He does the bird armor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's...
Not to drag it on too much
Yes.
longer, but what forms of enchantments does this man specialize in?
Oh, all kinds of things. I've got enchanted weapons, some that are magically guided and keen, some that have hints of the elements, some that can even fly and defend you, though those might be a little
Pricier.
pricier.
Yeah, that the one that flies. Just out of curiosity, what kind of would you say? I guess. Yeah, is there many of those around, or do you reckon they're quite a rare sort of magical item?
They are. Well, they are not at all common.
Yeah, obviously.
They are incredibly rare. From a mechanical perspective, they are very rare.
Excellent.
I'm interested. Well, just out of curiosity, because this is actually sounds like something I might want to save up towards. How much is that one? To any of those flying weapons, because that actually sounds pretty cool.
Somewhere in the vicinity of 20 to 30,000 gold.
Yeah, and what kind of weapons are there?
Lucky. Well, I currently have one in a longsword, but it could be commissioned with enough time into any weapon you so desire.
Interesting. I'll keep that in mind. Nothing I'm particularly interested in buying at the moment, but
I also
I'll
have
definitely keep that in
protective
mind.
armors, rings, boots, bags, cloaks.
Boots don't interest me, but
I think boots can be pretty dashing sometimes.
I like to feel the sand in my paws.
What kind of thing are you looking for?
Well, I wouldn't mind something, perhaps to help me with my agility. Perhaps something that might make me a little bit more dexterous.
Well, it's a pity you don't
Want the boots?
Don't want boots.
Yes,
because
I've heard of them, but
we do have some boots of speed.
yes, I'm not quite too fussed about how fast I can move. More so, I don't know. I guess I'm after more so protection, but without sacrificing any mobility or I guess you could say stealthiness. I don't want to make too much noise either.
Well, there's a few different options. What is this armor you're wearing?
Currently, I believe this is just your standard run-of-the-mill padded. I haven't really invested too much, and I mainly rely on my speed for my survivability. But
Of course.
I will just have to double check because it didn't come out on the sheet.
Good.
Foray on here.
Just a quick check,
Might
Darby.
have leather.
I think it's just leather.
It makes sense. Just to quickly check, Darby, does Braxton also
Leather.
sell like just little components for like magical stuff, or
Yeah.
do I need to go? Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So Bertie's having a look through the little
Yeah.
Yeah.
the little
I-
shelves of magical items.
I won't take too much longer. Like this.
No,
is-
that's
He
okay.
has-
I'm just saying like that's
He
what he's
has,
doing while you're talking.
Anything that's negligible.
Yeah, awesome.
In cost, but he also has a lot of the more elaborate admixtures.
Yeah.
Such as the stuff that you would need for
The stuff the
illusory
spells I
script,
need.
I think.
Yeah, definitely. I've got a few spells I need to get
Yeah.
items for. So
that have costly.
yeah, so just his flavour, he's just like looking through stuff. He's like throwing out little compliments to Braxton while you're going down to brass tacks.
So, yeah,
Anya's also
yeah.
just browsing through, but not for any particular thing. She's just having a look through.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm usually the one to be the center of attention on the battlefield, so yeah, I need to try and stay alive as long as I can.
Of course. Now, so you're wearing leather
Yes.
armor. You're quite dexterous folk, I'm guessing.
Yes.
From both your armor and the way you carry yourself and the weaponry you carry. Now, so medium or heavier armor isn't really going to do
No,
much.
definitely needs to be a light.
We do have some enchanted studded leather in, which should do you a bit more protection than this. However, the question is, do you want a simple simple deflection enchantment, or do you want some sort of resistance to a particular element?
Resistance sounds quite interesting, actually. Maybe something along the lines of fire.
All right. So
Thinking ahead.
That's
some
true.
foresight right
that's
there.
a good idea.
fortunately for you, fire resistance is one of our more popular types of resistance, so I always make sure to have a few different suits available. So, it's not cheap, but it's not overly expensive either, considering your recent sale of Dragonscales.
Yes.
Now let me see. What do I have this priced?
Oh, we've still got the black dragon scales too.
In the ledger. So, where are the costs in here? Yes. So this would probably go for around about 2,000 gold pieces. A suit of studded leather armor of fire resistance. 2,040 gold is the precise price I have on it.
Yeah, that's all right. Do you? Because I've still got a little bit more in the bank. Do you think you could maybe put on like an extra bit of a sort of like a cheap bonus enchantment, something quirky? I like to have things with character. I'm not too familiar with how a proper enchantment takes. I'm an artificer myself. I can tend to do things, I guess you could say, quite quickly, but it's not the real deal. Is that a timely procedure? Is that quite a?
Well, as it happens, occasionally the crafting of a magic item results in some sort of unusual quirk of the item.
That's what I like to hear.
Some sort of minor property. That makes no sense. Yeah.
I've got something in mind. A dispenser of liquids. Of
Oh no! No! Don't listen to him.
I promise it wouldn't come up in this
I
episode.
don't have anything that's quite like that.
Thank goodness.
However, this suit of armor does have an interesting property in that it repels not only flame, but, as it would happen, dirt.
Yes.
Like, it will always be clean.
Sold. I love that. That's great.
That's great.
Like, I hate having to clean myself as is, so if I don't have to maintain my equipment as much, that's perfect.
So that is 2,040 gold.
2040, excellent. Yeah, paid.
Yeah.
Up front.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Excellent.
Bertolt, and what are your friends' names?
Name's Neumann.
I'm Anya, and this is Hafren.
Familiar. Do you need any incense or the like?
Incense?
Oh no, I'm not a spellcaster.
Oh dear.
The armor is for the
This is
bird.
unmistakably familiar.
Yes.
Do you not utilize an incense in his resummoning or his change of form?
Out of character, Darby, do I?
Yes, you do.
Yes.
It's 10 gold worth of materials, which is like incense, ash, or
Oh,
charcoal.
yes, sorry, of course. Yes, I'm willing to do a trade with you
Yes.
for some more material components.
Well, fortunately, it is fine, familiar, a very popular spell. So we actually sell in boxes of basically a casting's worth of components for it. The expendable components, that is. So, how many would you desire? They are 10 gold apiece.
You need to have a little bit more in the bank. I'm happy to donate.
Oh no,
A few
I am quite well off at this point. I just would you mind keeping them in the bag of holding?
Yeah,
for me?
easy done.
I will take 20.
Wonderful. So that is 200 gold pieces.
Yes. I also have something to sell to you. Do not worry, it is not my bow. I have a pound of black dragon scales.
Ah, yes, these black dragon scales. Let me have a look at them.
I believe our friend Bertie has some of them as well.
I do. I've got a few things to purchase, so I can do it all at once, or we can do them now.
So,
I'd love to you said
little
that.
rougher.
I
Little
know, it
rougher
just had a
in the
nice
harvesting.
energy to
Oh,
it.
thank
Larger
you.
though. Probably offer. He weighs the pouch or bag with them in there. Could probably offer about 500 gold pieces for the bag.
Okay. How about we cut the deal?
You like these deals, don't you?
I do.
Oh, boy.
It is some things that I quite enjoy. What unusual items do you have at the moment?
Unusual. Well, a lot of the items here are unusual by their very nature.
He's
Oh,
an
of course.
unusual guy.
Now, are you looking at something that is a direct trade to this, or a trade with a bit of extra gold? thrown
Well,
in?
I was thinking I will take 20 of the spell component things for Find Familiar, and then with the leftover money, and because we have spent so much and given you such a fair trade, you could add in an item of equal or more value to sweeten the pot. If it is interesting enough, otherwise I will just take the money.
Well,
Interesting and useful, I suppose.
something within. Now, looking at your countenance, demeanor, and dress,
I like
and
it.
the amount of value left on those scales, I think I might have something for you. Actually, so, and he produces. I take it you see through your familiar.
Yes?
Yes. All right. So, this pouch. This pouch contains a very particular dust that is good for stealth. It is known by many as dust of disappearance.
Oh. I'm interested. I'm listening.
So, dust of disappearance. There is enough in here for it's the smaller pouch. There is
Yeah.
enough in here at about 300 gold of value for one use of it. But you can use it to throw the dust into the air, and you and each entity and object within 10 feet of you will become invisible for somewhere between 2 and 8 minutes.
Oh, wonderful.
The duration will be the same for everyone affected in this, so it's not going to be like it wouldn't be as if you were invisible for 2 minutes but your bird was invisible for 4, for example.
Oh, yes. The same duration for us all as it is the same dust?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, there's something to the way it is thrown that impacts the effectiveness of it.
Oh, of course. I'll take it.
All right.
How excellent. That does sound very useful.
Now, Darby, you doing up item cards for
I'm typing
when
them
we
away
meet
to
next?
have ready
Cool.
for you.
just because I won't write it down on my character sheet.
Maybe write it down at least in shorthand so that everyone remembers who's
So
who's.
dust.
I did find a fire resistance studded.
Yeah, so
armor
feel
already
free
on
to
this,
add these
so-
to your beyond as
Yeah,
well.
that's what I've done. I just added in a note that it's self-cleaning. I said anyway.
Nice.
All right. Anything else you would desire?
I'm actually quite satisfied. This has been good.
All right.
You're probably the best merchant that I have met so far.
Oh, yeah,
this
he's pretty
adventure
great.
anyway. Not of like everywhere. I've been to many places. But this country is not very good for good merchants, apparently. But you've been alright.
Apparently.
All right.
Oh, excluding current company, my deceptive friends.
I can't read the tone there. I'm gonna take that as a compliment.
I'll just leave you to your books, Bertie.
Bertie, my friend.
Yeah, Braxton. Okay, excellent.
Now, what can I help you with?
Okay, so I got a little bit of a shopping list here. So, first up, I do also have the same amount of black dragon scales as you
Yes.
discussed with Anya there.
So that is about 500 gold worth.
I'll take that. That's excellent.
He passes over. I mean, for convenience sake, he's probably going to pass over 50 platinum.
Yeah. Excellent. Cool stuff. Okay. Now, I need, okay, firstly, things I need to buy. I need a few, some, spell equipment. I've kind of, gotten better at casting spells lately and had to use them a bit more often,
Of course.
wandering around with crazy old adventuring parties and all that. Learned quite a bit. So, okay. So I got a little shopping list here.
Are you using a focus or components for the simple things?
I tend to have to use components, but usually like a focus. Well, you know how it is.
Well, I could. If you would like a focus of some sort,
Oh, that might be handy. Yes, I wouldn't mind looking into one for sure.
yes.
But,
In fact, I do have a wand
yes.
that would enhance.
Tell me about your wand first.
That would not only act as a focus, but also enhance the effectiveness of spells going through.
Braxton, I like the way you're talking. Tell me more.
So it is colloquially known as the Wand of the War Mage.
Excellent. Well, I'm not so worrying, but I do like the sound of it.
Well, it is a colloquial.
I know. Aren't they quaint? Some of the names
Yes,
people give
but-
things.
The enchantment is similar to that of a weapon being made more keen through magic.
Excellent. Yes.
Yes. So there are three general qualities of them. There is a 400 gold simple entry level, as it were.
Yes.
There is a 3,000 gold a second tier,
yes.
and then there is a 25,000 gold luxury model. So to
Oh,
speak.
well, of course. Those do all sound pretty great.
I also have a selection of rods or staves, if you so wish.
Oh, well, yes. And they would improve my spelling, you say?
Well, it depends on the staff or rod itself.
Well, of course.
And in some cases, the source of your arcane power.
Oh, yeah, well, we won't draw too much on that. Do tell, though.
Well, we do have an item known as the Rod of the Pact Keeper.
Oh, yes. So tell me, and just be mindful,
But it is
discretion, of course,
Well-
for the prying ears.
it's design. It is crafted for those whose magic comes from
Say no more.
extraplanar pacts.
Say no
typically.
more. Yeah, okay, interesting. How much are you looking for that? What would it do? It's a little bit.
Well, it is similar to the wands,
Yes.
in that it gives you a bonus, or in that it makes your spells more effective,
Excellent.
although not as flexibly. It
Yeah.
only pertains to spells that are cast that are accessed through pact magic.
Oh yeah.
But it does allow you to bring in some of the arcane energies in the air and recharge your reserves.
Oh, good. That does sound handy. How much are you looking at that for my friend?
So for the basic one, I would be looking at about 700 gold.
700 gold. You know what, Braxton? 700, you say?
Yes.
Well, I'm sold. I'll definitely buy that. That sounds great to me, my
All right,
friend.
so that is a +1 Rod of the Pact Keeper.
Excellent. Okay, and just before I forget as well, I need to grab
Yes, of course. Yes,
yes, I gotta get some components as
Yes,
well.
a focus will only deal with your lesser components.
Yeah. So I need 100. I need a pearl, like about 100 gold pieces.
Oh,
I need a
plenty
couple of those.
Well, I say plenty, but it's not like I'm flush with them. But I've got.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
They are popular, so
Of course,
yes,
they're
so he
always using
places-
spells.
So he places a pearl.
Excellent, cool stuff. I'm assuming lodestones are like they're like negligible, or they would I need to buy those as well?
Is there a cost written on the?
No, it just says lodestones.
So those would be.
That'll be negligible. Yeah, cool. So there's the pearls. Excellent. So I'm gonna need a couple of those. The pearls.
What spell is?
It's for identify.
You only need the one. It isn't consumed.
Yeah. But do I need it like when I cast it multiple times though?
No, it's not consumed.
Oh, cool.
The
I just need
the
one
spell-
pearl.
Yeah.
Wow, spells are great.
The spell will say it consumes the.
Excellent.
So,
Yeah.
Oh,
so
that's
I've got-
script, for example,
Yeah.
I've got
is
a-
Yeah.
a lead-based ink worth at least 10 GP, which the spell consumes.
Yeah.
For this
I
one, it's
might
a
need to grab
snare.
some of that then.
25 feet of rope, which the spell consumes.
Yeah. Excellent.
Is that rope trick?
Snare.
Oh, nice. Excellent. And I also need some of the lead-based ink as well, if you
Alright,
have any.
how much would you like?
I don't know. How much you asking for at the moment?
Well, it depends on how much. Let me know how many castings worth.
Oh, I don't know. 5.
5. So I could get you. So this he produces just a box with 5 pots of lead-based ink.
Excellent.
This will do you. Yes. So this is about 50 gold worth.
Fantastic, my man. I will purchase both the pearl and the lead ink. And I have I've got 2 last things I want to sell as well.
Of course. So mark off the.
Yep, I've marked
150.
both of those off. So, firstly, I don't know how you can use these, but we recently came across a beholder. Not a great guy, I must say. I got a few parts off him. I don't know whether you can use them. Maybe someone might want them for a spell at some point. I've not really come across them myself, but oh boy, they pack a punch, I must tell you.
Yes.
I'd say this would be the strongest beholder I've ever fought.
Yeah, that's it. Same here. Oh boy, it was a doozy. Well,
feel
let's
like
not
I could
mention that.
Potentially fashion something out of this, or have something fashioned out of it.
How about
Googly eyes, googly eyes, googly eyes.
how about I leave it with you, my
laser
friend?
to attach to the armor of the bird.
How about I leave it with you, my friend, and you put your mind to it, since we're friends, you know?
Yes.
We talk. We you know, we're close.
What I
we
will
can
do,
sort something out.
for friendship.
what I'll do for you
Hey, yeah.
Talked more than once.
is I will in exchange. How many eye stalks do you have?
Some apparently. I think there were 3 that were active, so I'm assuming those were the part.
Yep.
Probably 3.
Yep. All right.
3. That is.
So, how does this sound? I will purchase these off you in
Oh, pretty
exchange
soon.
for
Sorry, guy.
one of my spell casting wands.
Oh, a trade.
Charge wand. Yes. Well,
Yes,
I'm a little dry on funds after.
That's okay.
On liquid funds after our exchanges. I've got a bit, but
That's all right.
You know
I
how it
understand.
is. You
I
always
know
wanna
how
make
it
sure that
is.
there's something
Definitely.
in case something big comes along.
Oh, of course. I know what you mean.
And you've got to have stuff on hand to pay the bills.
That's it. Oh, those bills.
So I have a couple of potential options, and what I'll even do on top of that for you is I will give you I will give you a 10% commission on any profits drawn from the whatever magical enchantment is made from these eye stalks.
It's like only a moment, but if you're looking at Bertie, like this kind of like this like mild ecstasy kind of just rolls over him just for like a little moment.
I like the way you're talking, Braxton. He like leans over even more on the bench.
Newman like leans into you. How merchants talk dirty.
No, I believe this is just regular flirting. I mean, Braxton
no.
is hot.
Well, yeah.
So,
Yes.
considering the offer I made you,
yeah, I like that.
there are 3 options I would give you. So,
I'm all ears.
I have a wand of magic detection.
Is that an elf joke?
I do like the sound of that. Well, yeah, of course.
All ears.
Who's it? Braxton? Braxton's an elf too, isn't he? I believe. Yeah. It's a hilarious.
Yeah, he's an elf. He said he was
joke.
an elf.
You wouldn't get it, Newman. Only elves get that joke.
I have
Actually,
pointy ears.
he also has ears.
Yeah, but they're so tiny.
A wand of web, which
Yes.
allows you to cast the web spell,
Oh yes, yes.
or a wand of magic missile.
It's fine. I already know magic missile.
Is that
so
magic missile in or out of quotation?
it's
This
real.
is actual
It's real
magic
magic. I was
missile.
looking at that a while ago. I'm really good at magic missile. The detect magic does sound really nice to me right now, though.
Yes.
I'm not very good at that myself, so I'm really liking the sound of that, Braxton.
All right. There is the wand.
Fantastic.
I'm actually Newman Buster's like, I magic missile wand.
We're having a.
You wouldn't even be able to use it, would you? Oh, no, wands
It's a
are different.
wand,
I'm
so
thinking of
yeah.
spells.
Those are charges from memory.
Yeah.
Betty looks kind of
Actually,
offended that
the
you
wand of
butted in on
magic
his
missiles
moment.
is one of the few wands that doesn't require attunement.
Yeah.
Yeah,
let alone
yeah.
From a mage.
How
Pretty
much would that
amazing.
be?
So,
Sorry to butt in, but
It's fine.
You're not sorry,
fine.
don't
I
lie.
feel let out. I want to do some magic missiles also.
Yeah,
wand
yeah.
of magic missile.
They're great.
You've sort of got a monopoly on the magic missile game at the moment.
Yeah, I'm great at it. Real good magic missile, I am.
Goes for 500 gold.
Done.
Boy, Newman, spending up big. Very nice.
Got some good friends here, Bertie.
Oh yeah, they're great. I just had to take them too. That's I just
I'm glad you did.
And besides,
You're
I'm wanting to
more
help
than
you with
welcome.
your liquid pool of money as well. I may have eavesdropped with my quite large ears. He looks at you when he says that.
Yes, I think you will find that if you are kind to us, we are quite lucrative people to be friends with. Isn't that right, Bertie?
Well, I haven't personally experienced that from you at all, considering the most you've paid me was 1 gold for my 3 gold potions. So
Hey, Bertie.
no.
Fight a dragon on your own.
And that is where we're going to end the session for tonight.
Excellent.
very glad.
A sales-based session. How
Yeah.
exciting.
Yeah. So I have a lot
boy.
of item cards.
Yeah, it's a lot
I
of,
have an
lot of
episode
things.
title for the 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Merchants and Mayonnaise.
Oh no, that comes later, love. Jeez, that's how much like gold. That's how much like you drink afterwards.
Look, Bertie, just because you wanted... What was his name? The merchant? Just because you
Braxton.
wanted his mayonnaise.
Oh yuck! Don't mention the M word around like at all. That's a cursed word.
See, He could have like thrown it in as a deal. It's like, look, I can give you like 10% commission, and if you wanted to make an investment, I could possibly even throw in some mayonnaise.
No.
You said
deal would be
You said
off.
you might come back later. Yes.
Oh no.